Before you buy a rental property through your LLC out of state, there is a step that gets skipped, and it can delay your closing longer than you think. I'm Brian Quigley with Beacon Lending, and I've been in mortgage lending for over 20 years. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what your LLC needs to be lender ready before you ever go under contract. So let's talk about why investors are buying out of state. Investors are going online, finding deals in other states, buying properties sight unseen. Maybe you live in California, but you're buying in Texas. Maybe you're in New York, but you found a deal in Florida. That's smart investing. Pro real estate investor states, lower taxes, landlord friendly, better cash flow. But just because your LLC exists doesn't mean it's ready to buy property in another state. This is something newer investors can miss. Now here's where it gets interesting. What is a foreign entity? When your LLC is formed in one state and you want to do business in a different state, that state doesn't just let you show up and sign papers. They need to know who you are. Think about it like this. Your LLC goes to school in Wyoming. That's home base. That's where it's registered. That's where it follows the rules. Now it wants to go to school in Texas. Texas says, hold on, we need paperwork. We need proof you're legit back home. We need an emergency contact in Texas. Once you fill that out and Texas approves it, that approval document is called a certificate of foreign entity. Some states call it a certificate of authority or foreign qualification. Same thing, different name. It's the state saying, okay, we know who you are, you can do business here. But here's the thing, how long does it take? This is where investors get caught off guard. Some states are fast. Florida is same day or next day. Colorado, same day, online. Texas, 2 to 3 business days. Utah, 3 to 5 business days, no problem. But some states, New York, California, Arizona, you're looking at 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks to get your LLC approved to do business in that state. Your lender won't close until that certificate is in hand. So if you're under contract with a 30-day close and you just found out you need a foreign entity registration, you need to get moving. Something to think about. If you're buying in California or New York, just know those states have more tenant-friendly laws and higher regulations. Do your research before you buy. There are a lot of great markets out there, and this is important. Every single lender I work with will ask for these 4 things when you're buying through an LLC, no exceptions. Number 1, EIN or W-9 for your newly formed LLC. This is your LLC's tax ID number. Think of it like a social security number, but for your business. Number 2, articles of organization. This is the document that proves your LLC actually exists, filed with the state, signed and approved. Number 3, operating agreement. Think of this as the rule book for your LLC. Imagine you and your friends started a club. You need rules. Who's in charge? What happens if someone wants to quit? How do you split the money? An operating agreement answers all of that. Who owns what percentage? Who makes decisions? How profits get split? What happens if someone wants out? Most states don't legally require one, but not having one is like playing a sport with no rule book. When something goes wrong, and eventually something always does, you'll wish you had it. For a DSCR loan, some lenders want to see it to confirm you actually have authority to sign for the entity. 1 page or 20, just have one. Number 4, certificate of good standing. This is your proof that the LLC is current, active, and in good standing back in its home state. Most states require this to be issued within 30 to 90 days. Florida specifically within 30 days. So if your home state is backed up issuing these, that's where the bottleneck is. Here's what I mean by that. The warning. Here's what I want you to understand. Buying property out of state through an LLC is happening more and more. Investors are finding deals online, sight unseen, in states they've never visited. And that process works when you're prepared. Their certificate of foreign entity is not optional. Your lender will require it. Your title company will require it. It has to be in place before you close. So here's the move. Before you go under contract, find out which state you're buying in and look up their processing time. Florida, Colorado, Texas, Utah, you're fine. New York, California, Arizona, start immediately. Don't wait until you're 2 weeks from closing to figure this out. Be prepared, set yourself up for success. So what does this mean for you? Here's my takeaway for you. Before you make an offer on a property in another state, check the timeline for foreign entity registration in that state. If it's Florida, Colorado, or Texas, you've got a few days, no problem. If it's New York, California, or Arizona, you're looking at 4 to 6 weeks. Get that started before you even go under contract. Make sure your LLC has all 4 documents ready: EIN, Articles of Organization, Operating Agreement, Certificate of Good Standing. Know how many partners are in your LLC, know what percentage each person owns, know who needs to sign, clean documentation, prepared ahead of time. That's the difference between closing on time and losing the deal. If you want to make sure your LLC is lender ready before you go under contract, the link to book a call is right below. I'd love to help. And if you found this helpful, I publish videos like this every single week. Stick around and watch another one.